Hello everyone. In this tutorial, I'm going to explain you about how you can manage your hardware resources using the thread programming. So for example perspective, I have used here the GPIO. So I hope you are aware with the GPIO programming in C in Linux platform. So first I have created one blink function here in which I am opening the sys class fs interface for the GPIO, and I am writing 1 and then writing 0. So this will toggle my GPIO. So this is the function for the blink, and this function will be called by the two threads. So here again I have created two threads. One is thread 1, another is one is just thread 2. Here I am calling the blink function, you can see in the while one. And for the understanding, I am just putting print I am thread 1, so you will be able to differentiate from where this blink function is calling, whether it is calling from thread 1 or whether it is calling from thread 2. So let's jump into the main function. So in main function again I have used pthread underscore t to create two thread variables, tid1 and tid2. And if you are aware with the GPIO programming, then first you will have to export the GPIO, then you will have to set the direction, and then you can write 1 or 0. So these four line of code used for export the GPIO. So I am using GPIO 16, and then I am going to set the direction. So here I am setting direction out for the GPIO and closing the file descriptor. And now again I am using pthread underscore create, which is having 4 argument, and I have already explained about this argument in my previous video. And again we'll have to join the threads. So let's compile this program and try to understand and analyze the output. So here, if you are not aware with the GPIO programming, so it's very easy code. You just spend few minutes to understand the instruction, then you will be able to understand this code for the GPIO. So let's compile this code. So there are some warning. Let's run it. You can see I'm just turning on the video. LED is blinking, so you will not see any impact on the LED, but you can see sometime it's calling by thread 2, sometimes it's calling from thread 1. So this is not in the synchronization. So here you can see thread 1 has called, then thread 2 has called, then two times thread 2 called the blink function, then again two times called by thread 1. So you can see this is not in the synchronization. So for example, I will give you one use case. For example, in the traffic on the crossing, if the traffic light is not working, then what will happen? Everyone will try to cross the circle, and they will not care about if some person is coming from the another side. So that caused the accident. So that is called the race condition. So if you want to address race condition in your code, then you will have to use any synchronization mechanism. So there are two synchronization mechanism. One is mutex and another one is the semaphore. So here you can apply mutex, and then this blink function will be synchronized within the two threads. So let's try to understand how you can use the mutex. So this is my resource where my blink function is doing high low the GPIO. So here we'll have to put the mutex lock. So I'm going to uncomment this line. So this is the method which you can use to lock your resource. This resource is also called a critical region in the POSIX thread. Critical region means that resource should be accessed at a time with one thread only. If multiple threads are going to perform same operation with the same resource, then there would be the race condition and you will not get the expected output. So you can lock and unlock. So I am going to lock this thread and then unlock. So what will happen if any thread will call this blink function, it will take this time to perform the actions and then it will unlock. So you can see this is the API for unlock your region, and this is the API for lock your critical region. So this is very simple and basic example of the mutex. And the next thing, you will have to initialize your mutex. So pthread mutex underscore init is your API to create the mutex. So let's try to execute this program and we'll analyze the output. Now you can see when thread 1 is using that blink function, then thread 2 is not using. When thread 2 is using that function, that time thread 1 is not using. So both the tasks are running in sync. So if you are going to use mutex, then your code will be safe and your code will not be there will not be any race condition. So you can use mutex or semaphore. So in my next tutorial, I will explain you how you can use the semaphore in your program. So thanks for watching this video. I hope you like this video.